Let's gonna see what's
All
going on
right.
here.
Mike, how are you, sir?
Hey, how are you?
Good,
I'm,
good.
I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Is it?
Finally.
Yes. We had a few technical issues, but we're working it out. Is it Eslam Samir?
Yes,
How are you, sir? Nice to meet you.
thank you.
Good, good. We'll wait and see if we can get some others to rejoin us, and we'll kind of introduce ourselves, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So, Matthew, it seems that we have to make an appointment first. I think to participate in this class.
Is that the case? That may be the case. I believe so on your end. Or I don't know if it's just a thing where I think it's just a thing where you just tune in during the time. I think the first 9 people may get in, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I received a notification first on my Facebook telling me that if I would be able, to to come, and participate in
Oh,
a
okay,
meeting.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. Well, things are updating. We got new things going on every day. So yes,
Hello.
yeah, it's better.
yes. Is it Wolf?
Yes. Where have you been? Where have you
Wolf,
been?
how are you, sir? We had a
Fine.
few
I, I,
technical, few
I was,
technical.
I was at the lesson begin. I was at the lesson in the beginning, but you gone.
Well, we had a few technical issues. I'm not sure what happened, but I was able to get back in and rejoin you guys. So I'm glad to have you back. I'm glad you tuned back in, sir.
I am glad to back. I am
Okay,
glad.
okay. Well, let's get started. We already lost a bit of time there, so let's get started with you guys. We'll start with Islam. Go ahead and tell me your whole name, where you're from, and a couple of your hobbies or favorite things to do.
My name is Islam Samir. I am from Egypt. Uh, I love to play football and I love to listen to rock music.
Okay. Now, when you say football, you're talking about soccer, correct?
Yeah, soccer.
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay,
Okay. Nice to meet you, sir.
thank
Okay,
you.
Mike. Mike, go ahead.
Okay, well, my name is Mike. I'm from Salvador, and I like every kind of music, and that's country music, I think,
Okay.
and rancheras music, from Mexico.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. And is that basically what you like to do? You like to listen to music? Any other hobbies?
I have a degree in computer, and my hobbies is, to surf in the web every day
Okay. Okay.
and
Well,
learn languages.
I think we all have that hobby, huh?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also learn languages because I love languages.
Hi, teacher.
Dean, how are you, sir? Nice to see you again today.
Yes.
Good, good. Wolf, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Yeah, sure. I live in South Africa. I'm 30 years old. I
Okay.
don't know. There's nothing to come to my mind. If you want to ask anything, I will be very happy to answer your question.
Okay. What are some of the favorite things or hobbies, things that you love to do?
And my hobbies, I like football, basketball. I like hanging out with my mates, uh, meeting new people, something like that.
Okay. You say you like football and basketball, so does that mean you just watch it as a sport or do you play?
Yeah, I like both. I like to play and watch. I like watching and I like to enjoy play football or basketball, but I'm not professional. Just I play around the streets for fun.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. That's good information. Is it Go Nents? We may have lost them. Okay, Dean, go ahead and tell the group a little bit about yourself, sir.
Sorry.
I said go ahead and tell the new group a little bit about yourself. What's your name, where you're from, and the things that you like to do.
My name Đinh.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm from Vietnam. I'm an engineer. So I love music, especially I love rock music.
Okay.
I love Megadeth and Metallica. And
Okay. Metallica, yes.
yes.
Good stuff. See, we have a few ladies, a couple of ladies that joined us. Is it Liz? Liz, are you there? What about, is it Gozde?
Gözde.
Gozde. How are you?
Thanks, I'm fine, and you?
Good. Nice to meet you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us your name, where you're from, and your hobbies, your favorite things to do.
Okay, I'm from Turkey. My name is Gözde again. Not Gözde, Gözde.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Okay.
My hobbies are dance and music, listening music. Like
Okay.
that.
Good. We're glad to have you. Glad to have you.
Me too.
Islam, go ahead
Yes.
and introduce yourself. Say a little bit about yourself for the people or for the class participants who haven't already met you.
Okay, again, I'm Islam from Egypt. I love to play soccer, not football.
Okay.
I love to listen to rock music.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, we'll kind of jump right into it. We lost a little bit of time there, so I kind of want to shift this discussion for tonight. We're still going to discuss music, but I kind of want to get everybody's opinion and everybody's take on the greatest entertainer of all time. We'll hear from everybody and let everybody say their piece, and then we'll kind of like go from there. So we'll start with Sebastian.
Yeah,
Who do you think is the greatest entertainer of all time, and tell us why?
entertainment of all time. I mean, in the music business, right?
Music entertainer. Yes.
Music.
It could be a solo artist or a band.
Okay, this is my experience, so
Okay.
I'm going to talk about my experience.
Okay.
I think, but I'm actually, we were talking about this yesterday. I think it was
Yes.
Michael Jackson for the
Okay.
videos that he had. Michael
Yes,
Jackson, and we
I
talk
do.
about there were like movies actually.
Right. Exactly.
And
Short
so
films. Yes.
Yeah, and in the 90s here in Chile we have actually when MTV actually put videos, music
Right.
videos, and it put Litter, I remember, and other TV music shows,
Yes.
and we expected when they say soon Michael Jackson video, and when we were like, oh my God, this is going to be great,
Right.
and it was like we expected that video in MTV, but
Yeah.
now we just saw Jersey Shore or the Kardashian. I don't know.
You're absolutely right about that. I think Michael Jackson is the first entertainer who actually started the world premiere of music videos. People actually tuned in to watch these, and they advertised them for weeks before the video actually came out. So I think you're absolutely right about that. You make a great point. You know, Michael Jackson is probably, in my book, in my opinion, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, music entertainer of all time. So, let me make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Anais?
Anais, just like the Spanish way, kind of. Anais.
Okay, Anais. Okay. We would all like to hear from you. Who, in your opinion, is the greatest music entertainer of all time? It could be a solo artist or a group, and tell us why.
I mean, I wanted to say Michael Jackson for sure, you know, but I guess that you can talk also about Queen and, you know.
Oh, Queen, yes, Queen is definitely up there.
Yeah, and the Rolling Stones too. I mean, I went
Rolling,
to
yep, the Stones. Can't forget about the Stones.
And it was just insane. I mean, they're 70-something, you know.
Right.
And their shows are still insane.
Absolutely, absolutely. You just mentioned some great artists and bands there. Very much so.
And they're really, really entertainers, you know?
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I'm a fan of all different types of music, so I definitely know where you are with that. Let's see. Mike, let's hear from you. Greatest entertainer, music entertainer of all time, solo artist or group, and tell us why.
Well, I agree, you know, with Sebastian, because I am a big fan of Michael Jackson.
Yes.
I love his music. And also I love Madonna music too.
Madonna is a great artist.
Yeah.
Great artist.
I don't know what else can I say, man.
So Michael
say
Jackson.
Everything.
Let's see, Mike. You like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Madonna.
Queen. You know.
Queen. I can't argue. Can't argue with those. Those.
Yeah.
Okay, Dean.
Well, although I love rock music, but I very admire Michael Jackson. He danced very well, very magical. So
yes,
yes, I love Michael Jackson when he dances.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you said you like the way he dances.
Yes.
Yes, he was an awesome dancer. I mean, probably the greatest dancer of all time. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see here. Is it Oscar?
Yeah.
How are you, sir? We're discussing the greatest entertainer of all time, either solo artist or group. Give us your pick and tell us why.
I'm fine, and thank you.
Good. We want to know who you think the greatest music entertainer of all time is.
It's a little bit freezing. Can you hear me exactly?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I get the question. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. But my opinion is Muse, a group.
Okay.
I love rock, and I don't know. I don't listen music usually.
Okay. But you did mention a couple, so you are in tune to the music, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wolf. Wolf.
Yes.
What is your choice, sir? And tell us why.
Yeah, my choice for greatest entertainer for me, you know, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart?
It's the greatest entertainer. Do you agree?
The comedian Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I'm talking about comedian Kevin Hart. He's an excellent.
Kevin Hart is very, very funny. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Actually, Kevin Hart is actually from my hometown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the United States.
I like his shows because it's very entertaining and very good, helpful for learning in English, improve my
Yes.
English.
He's very funny.
Yeah, it's very funny. Also, I like also Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah. And Freddie Mercury.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I like Freddie Mercury also.
Those were a couple of great choices there. I can't argue there with you.
Okay, Matthew, what about you?
My favorite artist of all time?
Yes.
I have two. Michael Jackson, because
We have a lot of Michael Jackson fan today.
yes, in my opinion, he was the greatest entertainer of all time. And then my second choice is Prince.
Prince.
Because I always believe that creatively, Prince is probably the greatest musician creatively that I've experienced in my time. Now, overall, I wouldn't say he's the greatest, but creatively, and because I'm a writer of music, creativity in music is very important to me. So,
I'm sorry, one more thing also. I like very much also, Frank Knuckles also.
Frank Nichols.
Yeah, it's very, very, very good.
Absolutely, I agree. So Michael Jackson and Prince for me. Michael Jackson, of course, the greatest entertainer.
And Prince was always compared to Michael Jackson at his time. In the 90s, they were always compared.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, well, Michael
They were
Jackson.
as big.
Michael Jackson was like the greatest thing in the 80s and probably most of the 90s, or at least the first half of the 90s. So he had a very long run for probably about 15, 16 years where he was like, as a solo artist. We're not even going to talk about when he was with his brothers, the Jackson 5. So
awesome.
Yeah. The Jackson 5, that's a whole nother conversation in itself.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Michael Jackson, for pretty much all of his life, was probably one of the greatest entertainers and music artists of all time. Absolutely.
But
Now he's gone.
Michael Jackson, end of his career, he's lost his popularity. It's not like it's the beginning of the popularity in the last days in his career. He's lost a lot of fans and lost a lot his popularity. It's not the same. You don't compare the.
Even still, when he died, I mean, it was just insane all over the world.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Actually, his death actually brought his popularity back. In a sense, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
really,
hold on. It's a good point. Do you believe in Michael Jackson is really dead? Because
Yes.
his cassettes is booming, the sell out.
Yes, he's
Just conspiracy.
he's really gone. He's really gone. Yeah.
Matthew, I have a question for you.
It's true.
Yes, sir. I'm
If they
listening.
did an autopsy on a live guy, it had probably killed him.
Yeah. He's gone. Unfortunately, he is gone. That was actually a very sad day for the world.
Hey, hello, teacher.
Yeah.
The world really did. The world was really traumatized by his death.
The only other people I can think about who made such deal of their death is Lady Di, Lady Diana.
Yeah.
She's the only other person, who
Right.
creates such a huge thing in the world.
Because it was a pretty big deal when Elvis died, but I think Michael Jackson's death may have even been bigger than the whole Elvis thing. I don't know. Maybe so, maybe not. But or maybe they were like neck and neck. But like you said, like Lady Diana, Michael Jackson, Elvis, those were like some really hard hits to the world, and it affected people worldwide.
Elvis is more legend, I think, because if you look at the Elvis, how do you say, in Memphis, is his cemetery. A lot of people visit. Million of people visit his cemetery. His Michael Jackson is not like that. If you compare Elvis and Michael Jackson popularity.
Well, You know what? I really can't say because I can only go from what I heard about Elvis. Elvis is actually before my time. But you know, from what I understand, he was a major deal. So
yeah, and I guess life was different at this. You know, internet and all of those platforms to greet. I mean, when Michael Jackson died, we had a website where everybody was putting, his picture, and they did something like the black and white clip.
Yes, Anais is making a very great point, actually. That was a very great point that you made.
We have something else to go to and to think about him. While at this time, they only had to go to Memphis and,
Yes.
Matthew.
Yes. Hey, David, how are you, sir?
Hi, teacher. Fine, thank you. And you?
How are you, sir? I just realized that you tuned in. David is a DJ, guys.
Cool.
You have a good memory.
Yeah, so we need to let's talk to David about David. What we're talking about is who, in your opinion, is the greatest music entertainer of all time. It could be either a solo artist or a group. So give us your choice and tell us why.
I don't know. I think that no, I don't know. I don't have favorite thing.
It's too hard, right? That's a hard choice.
I like some things. I don't have any.
Okay. So you like too many to pick one, right?
Yes, I don't have someone.
Yeah, it's too many just to pick one, right?
Right, yes.
Go Nets. Is it Go Nets?
But I think that Michael Jackson was a good thing. I like very much, for example, the moonwalk.
The moonwalk. Now, when he introduced that to the world went crazy. The moonwalk was very serious. It was a big deal.
For example, Thriller is similar to Walking Dead.
Yeah. And you know what? Thriller is even a big deal even today. That was so creative back in that time. Thriller was actually like, the video was like really before its time. Because even if you came out with that today, it would be great, actually.
For this time
it would be great.
Because now is
it's a classic right now.
Yes.
I'll put it to you like this. Imagine Thriller in high definition.
3D.
In 3D. Exactly. You see what I mean? Like, that would be, in today's time, it would be crazy. It would be really crazy. I see we have a new participant, Alik.
Yep.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Nice to meet you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us your full name, where you're from, and some of your favorite hobbies.
My name is Alik, and I'm originally from Syria. I'm actually staying right now in the UK.
Okay, Syria. All right, but you're in the UK as of now.
Yeah, I've been here since 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
I'm just studying here and working here as well.
Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're discussing during this session. We would like to know your choice of music entertainer of all time, either solo artist or band. Tell us what that band or solo artist is and why.
Actually, it's kind of difficult to choose because there is no only favorite musician.
I agree. It's very difficult.
Really something confusing at the same time. But actually, personally, I prefer Rihanna.
Rihanna. We had this conversation last night.
I missed the boat there.
Okay, you tell us why you like Rihanna. I've already heard all the other fellas tell me why they like Rihanna. I have a feeling I know why, but you tell me why.
I can't tell you why, because like if I want to tell you why, it's gonna take like forever, you know.
Okay.
So it's just like it's difficult, you know. But like I like her like personality, like the song, the words, like everything's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a great artist. I like her. I really like her.
And I agree with you guys, like this kind of personal choice. So like everyone like something different or like something.
Right. Everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys, just going back in time, what about James Brown?
Yes, he is also
Brown.
James Brown.
Yes, Sex Machine.
Sex Machine. Yes, that's one of his big hits, Sex Machine, exactly. So did we hear everybody's favorite artist of all time? And why? I think we have. Mike, are you still with us?
Yes, sir. I'm still alive.
That's great to know.
Yep.
Okay, so we talked about James Brown. Someone mentioned Madonna. I think that's a very, I think she is a very interesting topic because...
Like a virgin.
Exactly. She actually, the early and mid 80s, she was like really, she was like the biggest thing, you know?
The queen.
Yes, the queen. She was like, as far as female artists, she was like...
She's brave.
Yes.
I said brave because in 80s is a little bit conservative in 70s and 80s, but
right, exactly.
His action is very brave in 80s.
Yeah, she actually, like you said, 70s and 80s was very conservative, but she kind of brought that, you know...
Maybe Madonna born in these days, 90s or 2000,
right.
Maybe she can't be very famous.
She kind of brought that. She kind of brought that racy, controversial style into a conservative era. That's correct.
Yeah,
that's
because
correct.
now this action is very ordinary.
Yes. Yes. A great pop star.
For me, sorry. Go ahead.
No, Anais, I'm sorry. Go.
I just wanted to say that for me, she's kind of the opposite of Rihanna, for example. You know, I mean, she creates trends. She's a great performer.
She what?
Sing.
She what?
She said she created trends. She's a trendsetter.
Yes, and she's a great performer. You know, their shows are awesome, but she can sing. And Rihanna, she's an awesome singer. She has a great voice, but she followed trends. You know. So for me, she's just the opposite.
Let me tell you a story about Madonna. My older sister, she's 2 years older than me. Actually, she's a teacher on here. Her name is April. I don't know if you all met her yet, but she had a recording or a cassette tape. Well, no, actually a VHS recording of one of Madonna's concerts. And she would watch that tape over and over and over again every day. So I would learn all of the Madonna songs and all of the moves because we had to watch it. We watched it every day, all day. But you know what? I hated it then because we had to watch it so much. But when I actually grew up and actually got into music, I really realized that Madonna was really a great artist.
Yeah, great artist also. Do you remember the Samantha Fox? She pissed take Madonna. She wanna be Madonna, but she is not famous like a Madonna.
Who's that?
Samantha Fox.
Can you type that in for me? Can you type it?
Yes, I'm writing.
Yes, write it in for me. Samantha Fox. I've never heard of Samantha Fox. I'll have to research that. I'm gonna type that into my document here so I can reach.
I mean, she had one pretty famous song.
Samantha Fox she's a British singer. She she piss takes Madonna, impersonate Madonna. But
really?
She's not famous like a Madonna.
Touch Me.
Yes, Anais, she said, yeah, Touch Me. It's one of the famous songs.
Yeah, she's definitely no Madonna. If I've never heard of her, she's definitely no Madonna.
I want to say something about what Anna is putting the table.
Okay, all right.
Well, I think she's right. Well, this is my point of view, that Madonna doesn't sing so well like Rihanna, for example. But Madonna is very clever. Because we were talking about the Michael Jackson videos.
Yes.
Amazing. And Madonna, oh, I'm sorry, they are my dogs. And Madonna,
no problem.
Madonna actually, she entered with his videos and provocative. I mean, like a virgin and with the crosses on fire. So, and Isla Bonita. And so she's very clever and.
That's good singing. Who's that singing? That was pretty good.
Mike, I know he's
me, man.
Yes, it's good.
and she recreated herself so many times.
Yeah.
You know? She's really a trendsetter. She's awesome. She tells you what you're gonna like.
But she did a lot of controversial actions also. Did you remember, guys? Is a Madonna make out in Jesus in the concert? They make a lot of controversials in the world.
Yes, Madonna was very controversial.
I mean, she's in the one in 10 years or 15 years ago in concert is Madonna is a make out with Jesus.
That's very controversial, actually. Yeah. And just to kind of piggyback off of what Anais and Sebastian is saying, I believe what you guys are saying is she probably wasn't the greatest singer, but her style of music and her controversial image and her creativity in music is really what took her over the top.
Yeah.
The last week was the Madonna's concert in my city. Was impressionant.
Really?
Yeah, so impressionant. That every city was.
It was great, huh?
What?
It was great, huh?
Yes, was very, very big.
Very big, yeah. I can imagine so. I mean, anytime a big name like Madonna or her music, it's going to be a great turnout wherever you are.
The people is crazy.
Yes, I can imagine it was.
But she's body is very shaped. If you compare his age, she's about 50 or something like that.
Yes, and she's
her body is very.
And she's still so hot.
hot.
Yeah, she stays in shape. She really does.
She's hot as a rock.
Yeah, I think Madonna is pretty much well into her 50s right now. Yeah.
Oh, she's definitely in her 50s.
Yeah, she's well into her 50s.
Her body.
She's a cougar.
She's a MILF.
Yeah, she's a MILF.
I mean, Jen is even crazy.
Another surgeries on her body.
So, okay, we talked about Madonna.
Bob Marley.
Wow. Now, it's fun. It's really interesting that you mentioned Bob Marley because he's in a different genre, which is reggae. And Bob Marley, I mean, really, it's really no debate. He's pretty much the greatest reggae artist of all time.
Reggae legend.
Yeah.
From
Jamaica for the world.
He's definitely the greatest reggae artist of all time.
And he had a real message,
Yes, everything had a message. Yes, that's Anais, you couldn't have said it any better. Anais.
Yeah, when I watch Bob Marley, I remember all the time with.
Yes. Oh, you said you work where?
No. When I watch Bob Marley, I remember all the time the weed. He smoked a lot of weed. Bob Marley.
Yes. He did smoke a lot of marijuana.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, he did.
His symbol. He says his symbol.
Yes.
Bob Marley.
Actually, I think that was a major part of his creativity.
He was flying all
the
time. I think that was a major ingredient to his creativity. But
I mean, during those times, all of them were completely
yeah, well,
drug addicts.
exactly.
You
It
took
was
the doors
exactly.
and people, you know, they were just
Yeah, I mean the 60s, 70s. I mean, you pretty much that what was going on. So
Matthew, yeah,
listen.
especially 80s, you know, summertime. You know, the summertime, 10 years period, 80s and 90s is
80s and 90s, yes.
Summertime, yeah, especially is a rock and roll, drug, something like that. Is 10 years period.
Okay.
Who listen Cultura Profética. I think that the concept is similar to Bob Marley. You listen Cultura Profética?
It's like
Can you type it in?
Yeah.
Type it in for us, David. Because I would like to research that.
Where is he from?
We are from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
No. Cultura Profética is from Puerto Rico.
Profética. Okay, gotcha.
I think that is similar in the concept to Bob Marley.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out. Actually, I think that'll be interesting just to check out. Actually.
Hey, Matthew.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard about John Walker?
John Walker.
Jim
Walker. I haven't. I think we mentioned that.
He's from Brazil.
Gene Walker.
Yeah, Gene Walker from Brazil.
I think someone mentioned that yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, for me, it's the biggest imitator of Michael Jackson, man.
Oh wow, I really have to see that then. Let me type that in. Let me type that in my notes here.
Yeah, Gene Walker. He even was in the United States, you know.
Really?
He was while Michael Jackson's father was giving some, how to say, autograph.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that
his
out.
father was listening, you know. His father was listening to him, and he was very surprised because this guy has almost 100%, you know, he knows how to imitate Michael Jackson's voice.
Really?
Yep.
That's actually a talent within itself to imitate his voice.
Yeah, man.
Do we have Jesus? Jesus?
What?
Hello.
Jesus, are you with us? Maybe not, huh?
Jesus.
Jehan?
Maybe he's hearing.
Is it John or Jehan?
John.
John.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
Pretty well, thanks. What about you?
Good. We want to hear from you. Did you talk about the greatest entertainer of all time yet?
Okay, I'm from Colombia, and my favorite entertainer is Shakira and Juanes. Yeah, and Juanes.
Okay.
I'm from Colombia. Yeah.
Mother from Colombia.
Waka waka.
Yeah, waka waka.
So nice.
Juanes is the best.
And I believe that Michael Jackson was a really good singer.
Yeah.
I really love that song. When we are where we can find all people gathered.
Yes.
It is called "We Are the World."
We Are the World. Wow,
Yeah,
you remember that?
It is awesome. Yeah.
Remember, and he brought together like all of the biggest stars all in one song.
That's true.
I mean, he had Lionel
awesome.
Richie, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder. You know, he brought everybody. Exactly. You remember that? I mean, it was like all the biggest acts all in one song. I think that was like one of the greatest aspects and highlights of his career, actually.
Yeah.
That was pretty big. You know, I think Michael Jackson made an impact on everyone because just listening to you all, and including myself, we all have mentioned his name a few times in this discussion. So that alone just pretty much kind of shows what kind of impact he had, not just only in the music business and the music community, but over the whole world. Because Michael Jackson was really big on saving the world and coming together as one and things like that. He really expressed those ideas in his music quite often.
What did you say? Saving the world?
Yeah.
Yes.
Healthy war. Is a
Yeah,
good
it was
song.
really involved, you know, with African children and
Yes.
like that. It was really, really.
Yeah, but
Yes. And
yeah,
he go,
I remember the song, but I don't care about it.
yeah,
Yes.
but also he has a problem. You know, he's accused with pedophile.
Yeah.
Well, he was accused of it, so you know we don't really know what happened. So I really
It doesn't change his music.
I really don't judge on that because anybody could be accused of something doesn't necessarily mean that they've done it. And he was found not guilty in both cases. So I mean, who am I to judge? I wasn't there, so.
He gave a lot of money, right?
Yeah,
for
he spent
people around the world.
He gave a lot of money to people
Yeah.
around the world, a lot of countries, a lot of different countries.
Yeah.
I try to highlight all the positive aspects of someone's life. Everybody has their issues, and they have certain things that they go through in life. It doesn't necessarily make it true, and it doesn't necessarily make them
No, I'm not.
horrible people.
I'm not judging. Just I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. No, I understand. I'm not saying you're judging.
His kid seems to be in a lot of trouble right now in the family.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So actually, his family has been having a lot of issues over his death.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Issues about a lot of because inherit.
Yeah.
Issues about inherit.
Yeah, inheritance and money and things like that. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, you hate to see families fall apart and crumble because of things like that. But I'm all about family and family sticking together. So hopefully they, all make amends and come together, because at the end of the day, all of that disagreement and arguing and bickering is not going to bring him back.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So but it's going to bring some money.
Yeah. You know what? Unfortunately, money can break families apart.
Yeah, sure.
Unfortunately. So, yeah. Okay. Any other entertainers that anyone wants to talk about?
Phil Collins?
I want to add one.
Phil Collins. Wow. Who said that?
Me?
Who's me? Mike?
Yike.
Phil Collins.
Matthew.
Is
Yes.
Celine Dion too?
Sylvia Crystal.
Brian Adams, Bon Jovi.
Yes.
George Michael with
Yes.
Careless Whisper.
Yes, exactly.
Sylvia
What a
Crystal.
lovely song.
Type it in for me. Type it in for me.
Who, me?
Yes, type it in for me.
It's Sylvia. You don't know Sylvia Crystal?
No, I don't think I've heard it. If you can, type it in for me. Sylvia Crystal.
Yeah.
Where is she from?
I think she's French.
And what type of music?
He's not music. He's a movie player. He's an artist.
I have to check
She's
that
an
out.
artist.
We want to research her, actually.
She's died. She died.
She died.
Poor
Hey,
woman.
speaking of which, what about Selena?
Oh my God.
Selena. She also passed away. She was a great
Yeah.
artist.
It was like a dramatic pass
Yeah,
away.
it was very sad. I think it was one of her fans was very obsessed over her, and I think he shot her.
No, I think it was her manager. Actually.
Her manager, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Her
Could
manager.
you type her name?
Selena?
I don't know her.
I'll type it in. I'll type it in so you can research.
It was a
Selena.
Mexican singer.
Yes.
Selena.
Selena. Yeah.
Sure.
I'll let you research her. She had some great music.
But his brother is still continuing in the business of the music with Cumbia Kings.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Cumbia Kings. They have
Cumbia
a
Kings.
good music.
Okay.
Yes, Cumbia Kings is good music.
I'm
It's a
gonna
Latin
research
music.
Really? Okay.
I like the Latin music more.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to research them.
Matthew.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, also I like very much also is great entertainer, but is Edith Piaf.
Who's that?
Yeah, why is I like his music. Edith Piaf.
Edith Piaf is classic.
Edith Piaf.
That's funny that you know her.
Classic, but is good. Classic is but good.
Type it in for me.
It's a good history about her life.
Anais, can you write it, because I think she's French.
It's done.
Yeah, write it for me.
It's done. I just wrote it.
We also had the Bee Gees.
Oh, Edith Piaf. Okay. I've never heard it. Never heard it. I'll have to research that.
It's a classic.
Legend is very famous.
There's a movie actually, La Vie en Rose.
Yeah.
With Marion Cotillard.
Exactly.
Oh, I love her.
Let me ask you guys a question. There was a lot of comparison. In your opinion, who was the better R&B singer? Mariah Carey, or Whitney Houston?
Whitney all the time.
Yeah.
He said Whitney all the time. Now, the world was kind of traumatized by Whitney's death as well.
Yeah.
She has a better life.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. But that was kind of like the comparison when Mariah Carey had came out in the early 90s. A lot of people was comparing Mariah to Whitney. Now, as far as the voice and those high notes, who was better? Who's better?
Whitney.
Then Celine Dion.
And then Celine. Yeah, Celine has a lot of range. She hits those high notes. She has some great music. Great music, man. Really
She's from
great.
Canada, I think.
Great. She's
Quebec.
a great artist.
From Quebec in Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's really popular in France because she made a lot of French albums.
Okay.
Because she's from Quebec. So yeah.
Okay.
Well, another one who died recently was Amy Winehouse.
Wow.
Amy Winehouse, God.
Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
She
was very high all the
she
time.
Was great. Amy was phenomenal. I still listen to her music. I listened, as a matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, I listened to the Back to Black album, which was a phenomenal album. Phenomenal.
Do you think she, in a way, might die on purpose? I mean, she was 27, and she wanted to be a real rock star.
Yeah.
She uses a lot of drugs.
I guess, Anais, you're asking me if I think she committed suicide, maybe, or overdose.
Controversial. A lot of newspaper write about this issue. Is uses a lot of. He died because of drugs.
Yes, she died of an overdose.
I prefer Anais. I think that in a way she wanted to be a part of the 27. With all of them,
young lady,
and all of that. It's kind of a mess now,
I just think it was an unfortunate situation. Young lady, she had a lot going for herself, but I just think she had major issues with substance abuse.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I just think that was an unfortunate situation. Another great artist, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, he's part of them. Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Bob Dylan.
John Lennon, the Bee Gees.
John Lennon, yes, phenomenal.
Beatles.
Phenomenal. I mean, the list goes on and on when you talk about great music, great entertainers. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Phenomenal.
Bob Dylan. What about Bob Dylan?
Who's that?
Bob Dylan.
Type it in for me.
There.
Bob Dylan.
Yes.
Bob Dylan.
But in this part of the world, don't listen.
Bob Dylan.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, all of the one we just talked about, they've all died in their 27th group.
Yes, yes. Like
Just
they
kind
died
of-
young. Yeah.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
All the same years, you know.
Limp Bizkit. Now I think Linkin Park was pretty
awesome.
big. Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit,
Vacation.
Green Day,
Green Day.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes.
Any of you like Marilyn Manson? Beautiful people.
You know what? No, I didn't really like Marilyn Manson. I must say that's not one that I really like. Marilyn Manson. No.
Marilyn Manson is sick.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan of-
I can't really listen to Marilyn Manson.
He lives in another world.
Yeah, he's in
scary
a
dude.
total another world. He's very scary, actually. Very scary.
Who likes Rammstein?
Rammstein from Germany. Yeah. Du hast mich.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
but
very
they're
hard.
angry people.
There are some good bands from Finland, I think, like the Rasmus, and let me see, Him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Rasmus.
hard rock.
Him, H-I-M. Okay. Rasmus. Okay.
Yeah, the Rasmus.
You know, you can talk about the
Type those
Osprey.
into my research log here. You guys are giving me so much to research. I mean, I'm learning so much from you guys. It's crazy.
Yeah. What about Pusher?
Watch the link.
James Dean.
Okay, there's the link. Thanks, David.
James Dean.
Usher.
Yeah.
Great entertainer. You know, Usher is actually a great entertainer, great dancer. He can really dance. He has decent music, great music, and you know, he's great as an entertainer because he really knows how to dance. You know, you know, when you go to see a live show, you come to see the entertainment, and whoever puts on the best show has the best entertainment. So you know, dancing will take you a long way. You know, Chris Brown, Usher,
Tupac.
They all kind of took on the Michael Jackson format, you know?
Matthew.
Yes, sir.
Tupac.
Yes.
Oh, Tupac.
That
Great lyricist. Great
passed
lyricist.
away.
Eminem.
What about the Notorious B.I.G.?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. You like that, huh?
Yeah, it reminds me of my teenage time.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this session. I'm going to go ahead and prepare for my next session in the next hour. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. The part that I enjoy the most is how much you actually teach me. So, you know, you guys are actually learning from me, but in turn, you're teaching me a lot of things. So the conversations are very enlightening, and I enjoy them more and more each session. So hopefully you guys will tune in to some of the later sessions. I'm going to be scheduling some sessions for tomorrow as well. So tune in. I hope you guys tune in to the other sessions tonight. But if I don't see you again tonight, I hope to see you tomorrow or the day after.
See you.
See you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I enjoyed you guys. Have a great day.
You too, sir.
You too.
Have a good night.
Take care. All right.
Take care. Bye.
All right.